Imagine this. You're about to accept a gift from a close friend, something simple like a wallet or a decorative mirror. It seems harmless, right? But what if that object carried more than just its physical form? What if it carried energy, unseen, subtle, yet powerful, that could influence your life in ways you never imagined? The things we accept from others, whether knowingly or unknowingly, could carry hidden energies that have the potential to affect our peace, prosperity, and spiritual well-being. In today's video, we'll delve deep into 5 everyday objects you should never receive from anyone without spiritual caution. Stay with me as we unravel the ancient Buddhist wisdom on energy, its impact on your life, and practical ways to protect your spiritual space from negative influences. Trust me, what you learn today will change how you perceive the world around you. Welcome to Divine Teachings of the Buddha, where we explore how ancient Buddhist wisdom can guide us in navigating the complexities of modern life. Before we begin, I want to invite you to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it with those who seek to nurture their spiritual growth. Your engagement helps spread this knowledge, creating a community of mindful, awakened individuals. Also, comment below with one thing you are grateful for today. Gratitude opens the doors to positive energy, and when we share it with the world, we create ripples of positivity in our lives and the lives of others. Today we're going to talk about a fascinating but often overlooked concept, the energy that everyday objects carry. According to Buddhist teachings and many other spiritual traditions, the material world is imbued with invisible forces. Objects aren't just inanimate things. They absorb and hold the energy of the people, places, and situations they encounter. Have you ever walked into a room and felt a sudden sense of discomfort, or picked up an object that gave you an uneasy feeling? That's energy at work. And this energy can be positive or negative. In Buddhism, everything is interconnected: our actions, our thoughts, and even the objects we possess. By being mindful of the things we bring into our personal space, we can protect our energy and foster environments that support spiritual well-being. So, what are the 5 things you should never receive from anyone? Let's explore each one deeply. The first item we must be cautious of is mirrors. Now, mirrors are a part of almost every home. They help us check our appearance, decorate our walls, and brighten our spaces. But did you know that in various spiritual traditions, including Buddhism, mirrors are viewed as more than just reflective surfaces? They are believed to be portals, gateways to other realms of existence, both physical and metaphysical. Mirrors don't just reflect the physical form. They can also absorb and store the energy of their surroundings. Let's take a moment to reflect on this. Think of the times you've looked into a mirror. Perhaps you've stood before it when you were filled with joy, but perhaps there were also times when you were sad, stressed, or anxious. Over time, mirrors accumulate the energies of all the emotions, thoughts, and events that happen around them. Now imagine accepting a second-hand mirror into your home. You might think it's just a stylish vintage piece, but what if that mirror has absorbed years of emotional turmoil, negativity, or conflict from its previous owners? In Buddhist thought, everything is transient, and that includes energy. While we may not see it with our physical eyes, energy flows and moves between objects, people, and spaces. When you introduce a mirror with residual negative energy into your home, you're allowing that energy to seep into your environment. This could lead to feelings of unease, restlessness, or even attract further negative experiences into your life. So, what can you do if you've already received or bought a used mirror? Don't worry, there are ways to cleanse it spiritually. One common method in Buddhist practice is smudging. You can use sage, Palo Santo, or incense to cleanse the energy of the mirror. Slowly wave the smoke around the mirror, focusing your intentions on clearing away any negative energy. As you do this, visualize the smoke absorbing the negative energy and watch it dissipate. Another method is using sound vibrations. Buddhist singing bowls or bells can be used to send cleansing vibrations through the mirror, helping to clear out any stagnant or harmful energies. It's also essential to set an intention over the mirror. Hold it in your hands, or stand before it and say a prayer or affirmation, asking for the mirror to reflect only positive energy and to be a source of light and clarity in your space. Remember, in Buddhism, intention is everything. By consciously setting your intention, you align the mirror's energy with your own spiritual goals. Next, let's move on to something as common as salt. This humble substance has been used across the world for both culinary and spiritual purposes for thousands of years. In Buddhism and many other spiritual traditions, salt is revered for its purifying and protective properties. It is often used in rituals to cleanse spaces, objects, and even people of negative energy. But here's something many people don't realize: salt can also absorb the energy of the people who handle it. Think about this. Salt, by its very nature, has an incredible capacity to absorb moisture, which is why it's used to preserve food. Similarly, it also has the ability to absorb and retain energy. When someone touches or handles salt, they leave an energetic imprint on it. If that person is carrying stress, anger, or any form of negativity, the salt can absorb and hold on to those emotions. Now, why does this matter to you? Well, if you accept salt from someone else, especially if it's been handled without mindfulness, you might unknowingly take on their emotional baggage. This can manifest in various ways, such as feelings of unease, heightened stress, or even physical discomfort. According to Buddhist teachings, everything is connected, and negative energy, if left unchecked, can affect not only your emotional and spiritual health, but also your physical body. So, how can you ensure that the salt you use in your rituals or daily life is free from unwanted energy? The answer lies in cleansing the salt. One method is to expose it to the light of the full moon, a practice common in both Buddhist and pagan traditions. Moonlight is believed to have powerful cleansing properties that can neutralize negative energy. Simply place the salt in a glass bowl and leave it outside or on a windowsill where it can soak in the moon's light. Another method is to bury the salt in the earth for a day or two, allowing the grounding energy of the earth to purify it. You can also wash the salt with water that has been blessed with positive intentions. Remember, even though salt is a protective element, it is still sensitive to the energy it encounters. By being mindful of how you receive and handle it, you ensure that the salt you use in your home or rituals remains pure and aligned with your highest good. Moving on to a more personal item, your mattress. This might seem like an unusual object to focus on, but let me ask you this. How many hours a day do you spend on your mattress? For most of us, the answer is at least 6 to 8 hours a night. That's nearly a third of your life spent lying in one place. In Buddhist thought, our environments have a profound influence on our energy, and since your mattress is the place where you rest and rejuvenate, it's deeply connected to your spiritual well-being. A mattress absorbs energy over time, just like any other object, but because of its intimate connection with your body, it absorbs even more. When you sleep, you release not just your physical tension, but also your emotional stress, anxieties, and dreams into the space around you, and much of this energy gets imprinted onto your mattress. This is why, if you ever sleep on a second-hand mattress, especially one with an unknown history, you might experience restlessness, disturbed dreams, or a general sense of unease. In Buddhism, we often talk about how energy from our thoughts and emotions can linger, even after we've moved on from a particular mental state. Just as negative thoughts can persist, so can the energy absorbed by objects we use, like mattresses. If the previous owner experienced significant emotional trauma, stress, or other negative states while using the mattress, those residual energies can remain trapped within its fibers. And when you lie down on that mattress, you're lying down on their emotional and spiritual imprints. To avoid bringing this unwanted energy into your sacred sleeping space, it's ideal to purchase a new mattress whenever possible. But if a new mattress isn't an option, don't worry, there are ways to cleanse it. One powerful method is using salt. Sprinkle salt liberally over the mattress, let it sit for several hours or even overnight, and then vacuum it off. The salt will absorb any negative energies, leaving the mattress refreshed. Another option is to place crystals like amethyst or black tourmaline under your mattress or at the corners of your bed. These crystals are known for their protective and purifying properties and can help shield you from lingering negative energy. Additionally, you can energetically cleanse your mattress by airing it out in the sunlight. Sunlight has been revered in Buddhist and other spiritual traditions for its ability to purify and energize. Place your mattress in direct sunlight for several hours, allowing the sunlight to penetrate and cleanse it. When you create a spiritually clean and positive space for sleep, you not only ensure better rest, but also protect your energy from unwanted influences. The quality of your sleep directly impacts your mental, emotional, and spiritual health, which is why this is one of the most important objects to be mindful of when accepting from others. Jewelry is one of the most common things we receive from others, whether as gifts, heirlooms, or even second-hand purchases. But jewelry, especially pieces made from metals like gold, silver, and gemstones, has a strong ability to retain energy. In many Buddhist teachings, it's emphasized that objects worn close to the body, particularly those in constant contact with the skin, absorb the emotional and energetic imprints of the wearer. Imagine receiving a beautiful ring or necklace from someone. At first glance, it might seem like a token of love, appreciation, or good fortune. But every piece of jewelry carries the energy of its history. Perhaps it was worn during moments of sorrow, anger, or conflict. Or maybe the previous owner experienced significant loss or trauma while wearing it. These energies don't just disappear, they become embedded in the jewelry itself. In some Buddhist traditions, it's believed that gemstones in particular have a unique ability to amplify the energy they hold. This can be positive if the stone has been imbued with love, joy, or peace. However, if the jewelry has been through negative experiences, it can act as a conduit for those energies, transferring them to you when you wear the piece. One of the best ways to cleanse jewelry before wearing it is by using water and intention. Hold the piece under running water, such as a stream or tap, and visualize the water washing away any negative energy. As you do this, set a clear intention for the jewelry to only carry positive, uplifting energy that supports your spiritual growth. Another method is using Buddhist prayer or mantra chanting. By chanting mantras like the Om Mani Padme Hum while holding the jewelry, you can cleanse it and imbue it with the vibration of the mantra's positive energy. It's also helpful to place the jewelry on an altar or in a sacred space for a time, allowing it to absorb the peaceful and spiritual energy of the environment. By being mindful of the energetic history of the jewelry you receive, you can ensure that what you wear is aligned with your highest good. It's also important to cleanse jewelry regularly, especially if you wear it often or during emotionally charged times. Remember, energy flows constantly, and the objects we carry close to our bodies become part of our personal energetic field. In Buddhist practice, there's a strong emphasis on maintaining purity and clarity in our energy, not just in our minds, but in the objects we use and wear. Now, for the final object you should never receive without careful consideration: handwritten letters or notes, especially those with negative energy behind them. This one might come as a surprise, but in Buddhist philosophy, the power of words and intention is profound. We know that words carry vibrations, and when someone writes something down, they are imbuing that message with their thoughts, emotions, and intentions. Think of a time when you've received a letter, note, or even a card from someone. How did you feel when you held that paper in your hands? Whether it was a love letter, a letter of gratitude, or even an apology, the energy of the person who wrote it is embedded in the ink and paper. Now imagine receiving a handwritten letter from someone who harbors resentment, anger, or ill will towards you. That negativity doesn't just stay in their mind, it transfers into the physical act of writing, and you may unintentionally absorb it when you read or keep the letter. Buddhist teachings emphasize the importance of right intention and right speech, two components of the Noble Eightfold Path. These principles remind us that our thoughts and words are powerful tools that can either harm or heal. When someone writes with negative intentions, whether it's gossip, anger, or manipulation, those vibrations are imprinted onto the letter. This is especially true if the writer is experiencing heightened emotions or turmoil at the time. But what can you do if you receive such a letter or note? First and foremost, be mindful of how you feel when you hold or read it. If you sense any negative emotions, don't keep the letter in your space. Burning the letter is a powerful way to release the negative energy it carries. In Buddhist rituals, fire is often used as a cleansing force. As the letter burns, visualize the negativity being transformed into light and released into the universe. You can also chant a mantra during the burning process, such as Om Ahum, to clear the energy further. Another option is to place the letter in water. In Buddhist traditions, water symbolizes purity and renewal. By immersing the letter in water, you're allowing the emotional charge behind the words to dissolve. Let it sit for a while, then dispose of the paper mindfully, perhaps by burying it in the earth, allowing nature to absorb and neutralize its energy. It's also worth noting that intention matters when it comes to written words. If you receive a letter with neutral or positive intentions, be grateful, but still be aware of the potential energy it carries. Just as objects can retain energy, so can the written word. By being conscious of the energy behind what you accept, you can protect your spiritual and emotional well-being. Now that we've explored the 5 things you should never receive without caution, let's talk about how to protect your energy when receiving any object. In Buddhism, cultivating mindfulness and awareness is key to spiritual well-being. The more conscious you are of the energies around you, the better you can shield yourself from unwanted influences. Here are some practical steps you can take to protect your energy. Trust your intuition. Your body and mind often know when something doesn't feel right. If you feel uneasy about an object or gift, listen to that feeling. Your intuition is a powerful guide. Cleanse new objects. Whenever you bring something new into your home, whether it's a piece of furniture, a gift, or even a small trinket, cleanse it energetically. This can be as simple as passing it through the smoke of incense, placing it in sunlight or moonlight, or saying a prayer of purification over it. Set an intention. Before accepting any object, set a positive intention for it. You might say something like, "May this object only carry energy that is in alignment with my highest good and spiritual path." This act of mindfulness will help you attune the object to your energy, rather than absorbing someone else's. Be selective. Not everything given to you needs to be accepted. In Buddhism, non-attachment is an important concept. If you feel that an object might bring negative energy into your life, it's okay to politely decline. Remember, you are not obligated to receive everything that is offered to you. Regularly cleanse your space. Even if you're mindful of what you bring into your home, it's a good practice to regularly cleanse your living space. You can do this by burning sage, using sound such as bells or chanting, or simply cleaning with intention. Keeping your environment energetically clear will help you maintain a peaceful and positive state of mind. By incorporating these steps into your life, you'll not only protect yourself from negative energies, but also create an environment that supports your spiritual growth. As we conclude, remember that in the Buddhist tradition, everything is interconnected. The objects we receive, the energy we surround ourselves with, and the intentions we carry all have a profound impact on our spiritual path. By being mindful of the energy that everyday objects hold, we can protect our well-being and create a life filled with peace, positivity, and spiritual clarity. It's easy to overlook the subtle influences that objects can have on our energy. But as we've explored today, even the simplest things can carry powerful vibrations. Whether it's a mirror, salt, a mattress, jewelry, or a handwritten letter, each of these items has the potential to either uplift or weigh down our spiritual journey. As we part ways today, I encourage you to take a moment to reflect on the objects you've accepted into your life. Have they brought you peace, or do they carry an energy that doesn't quite feel right? By being mindful of what you receive, you empower yourself to create a life that aligns with your highest spiritual potential. Thank you for joining me in today's video. If you found this content valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Divine Teachings of the Buddha. And before you go, I want you to leave a comment below. What is one object you've received that brought you peace and joy? Let's fill this space with positive energy and gratitude. Until next time, may your path be illuminated with light, love, and wisdom. And remember, the next time someone offers you a gift, take a moment to think beyond its physical form. What energy does it carry? Is it something that will uplift your spirit or weigh you down? As Buddha once said, just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life. Be mindful, be aware, and protect your energy. See you in the next video.